Let's be honest, I think the Minnesota Vikings are fucking kryptonite. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm also not kidding because the Vikings always beat us. But anyway, the Falcons had a horrible performance against the Vikings and lost 28-12 in the season opener for 2019. And maybe I'm just saying this because at the moment I'm really mad. I could be exaggerating, but I'm gonna be honest. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen from the Falcons since that 38-0 loss against the Panthers back in 2015. Now that performance was still worse than this one, but I don't know. The one against the Vikings, I'll be honest, was pretty bad. I could be exaggerating, but that was pretty bad nonetheless. But I obviously do have to go over a quick recap of what happened, and I do apologize if it seems like I'm rushing this because I have a big project to work on, but I do have some time to talk to you guys, and you guys have been so awesome in the comment section, by the way. You guys keep things really interesting, and I thank you for that. But let's make things even more interesting after this recap. So in these game recaps, we're going to go over obviously what went right during the game, and then what went wrong, and then just some other news. Like maybe one of our players got injured, maybe one of our division rivals lost, so that's going to boost our chances to win the division, just stuff like that. Keep in mind these are some things that I saw personally. Maybe there's something I thought looked good, but maybe you thought looked bad, or vice versa. But yeah, these are just my takes, and I'm curious to hear yours in the comments. But let's start with what went good. I thought Grady Jarrett looked really good out there. He was just wrecking havoc, and he even looked good off the field. He was just a humble man during his interview and was trying to just energize his team to shake this loss off their back and focus for Philadelphia week 2. It looks like paying Grady Jarrett was the right thing to do, and he just totally proved he was worth the money, both on and off the field. I thought Desmond Trufant and Keanu Neal looked good. Besides Adam Thielen, all the Vikings receivers did not do that well, and I think Desmond Trufant was a key reason on why that is. And some people say Keanu Neal didn't do good, but I actually thought he did do good. I actually saw him make a couple good hits, so that is good for him. And the last thing I thought looked good is Mohamed Sanu and Calvin Ridley. We saw Mohamed Sanu make a couple good grabs, and Calvin Ridley even had a touchdown. We need to get them a little more involved, because right now I feel like it's all just kind of Matt Ryan to Julio Jones. Like, when these guys get the ball, they can do amazing things, so we need to get them a little more involved. But when they did get the ball, that looked really good. But let's go over what went bad. Let's just say the O-line is not very good. They all need chemistry and experience. We all kind of knew that heading into the season. But I did not expect them to be terrible week 1. So yeah, we really need to get the O-line fixed. And the run game wasn't there either. I smiled so big when I saw Devontae Freeman get back on the field, but let's be honest, the run game was not there. Heck, Ito Smith didn't do terrible, but he didn't do solid either. The Matt Ryan to Julio Jones connection was just not there, man. I don't know why that was, but it just wasn't there. Yeah, there was a garbage time touchdown, but during the game, it was just not there. I don't know why, but the other receivers were there, so we need to stop always having Julio Jones get the ball. You can't just throw it to him all the time. Another player I thought looked really bad was Isaiah Oliver. He'll get better. It's only his second year, and it is week 1 of the season. But let's be honest, he was kind of getting picked on, so we need to improve his game a little bit. I thought the linebackers did not look very good. I thought Deion Jones admittedly was kind of getting pushed around out there, so our linebackers need to get better. Our coaching was not good at all. Defense, I mean, we all know they didn't really show up, but where was the offense? There was just no creative play calling. I literally said in my preview video that the way we win to the Vikings is we got to be a little creative on offense. And that didn't happen. And guess what? The Falcons virtually got shut out. Like, you can argue and say that the 2 touchdowns they had were garbage time touchdowns. So virtually we actually got shut out. The offensive and defensive play calling was not there. And we need to improve the coaching. And the last thing that I don't want to admit, but I do kind of feel like I need to say it, I feel like the energy wasn't there. Like, maybe they were just nervous, maybe they just kind of thought they were going to win so they didn't try or something, but there was just no energy out there, man. We need to get the energy back. But that's really all what happened during the game. And, you know, I promise there's going to be more what went good in the future game recaps. It's just week 1 just wasn't really our game. But let's go over other news. Chris Lindstrom had a foot injury and he's going to be out for, I think, 8 weeks. That is not very good. I wanted him to get more experience, and now he's going to be out for a while. So, yeah. Our O-line, it's definitely going to be a pretty big problem, at least early on. So, that's not good at all. I hope Chris Lindstrom recovers quickly, because he needed all the experience he can. And now, he's going to have to wait 8 weeks later to get more experience. So, that's not very good. We saw that the Saints barely won the season opener. I mean, you know, like, congrats. It's not like the Saints were going to miss playoffs anyway, but still, though, I'm butthurt, man. I did not want the Saints to win that game, and they almost lost. But, nah, they did win. And that's not good, because we cannot have those Saints win the division, man. Now, the Panthers and Bucks lost. I don't think the Bucks and Panthers were going to win the division anyway, but that does help us nonetheless. The Panthers had a pretty heartbreaking loss, and the Bucks need to get rid of Jameis Winston. Now, yes, it's week 1, but going over a division rival's loss is always pretty big, so it is good to see that the Panthers and Bucks lost. But Saints, man, why did you have to... Please do not win again, please. But that's just my quick recap on the Vikings. I'm sorry I had to rush that a little bit. There's a big project I have to work on. But let's just shake this loss off our back. I'm a little frustrated with this loss, I won't lie. I apologize if I wasn't super positive in this, but there's just not much happened in this game where you can be happy. It just was a bad game. But hey, you know what? Week 1 is off. It's a new week. It's week 2. The Falcons historically, like, I'm not kidding. Look back at recent history. The Falcons always win week 2, no matter how bad week 1 was for them or how much their opponent is favored to win. They always seem to win week 2. So there's something to look forward to against the Eagles. And not only that, we have a home game coming up. It's prime time. The crowd will be energized. The team will be energized. Heck, I'm going to be there to see the game, so once again, if you guys are coming to that game, please holler, and maybe we can meet up and talk some Falcons football. But anyway, other than that, please make sure to smash that like button, blow up the comment section, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any weekly content. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern, and I will see you guys this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern, previewing our Week 2 matchup versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Rise up.